You on it. All rise. Season 3, Episode 13, Tuesday, January 6, 2026. Yes, sir. All clear. You folks may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the brand new year. Happy New Year to you all. Welcome to 2026. And welcome back inside the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, or the PCBC for short. This is Season 3, Episode 13 of this wonderful podcast / series here on YouTube. The title for today is A Crazy Start to Begin 2026. Seasons 1 and 2 of the PCBC can be found in the bio. If you look and hit my bio, you'll be able to find my Instagram page to access seasons 1 and 2, or of course you can just search NWS 1999 or at the Honorable Judge Noah, and the link can be found in my bio page. For those who don't know me, I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, the wonderful host of the PCBC, and reporting live from the hometown and main base of the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. In today's episode, we're going to be starting off with our athletes of the week that just occurred. They were announced yesterday on Monday, January 5th. Then we're going to go through each of the games that we have to recap. There are 16 games in total. These were the last 16 games in the PSAC crossover division games, meaning that the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference's East Division teams face against the West Division teams. As tomorrow kicks off division play, where things are really going to get interesting. Once we get through the recapping of all these games, and we'll go through the standings, then give you my, see how well I did in my first half of the season in standings, and see how well I did with both the East and West divisions. Then we'll go through my picks that I had earlier this season with the Freshman of the Year, Athlete of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year in both the East and West divisions, and see how well my predictions went so far, and see if there's any changes to my mid-season picks, as I will also be doing changes to the standings as well, and see how well we go. If you've enjoyed this series so far, please don't forget that like button, leave a comment down below, and hit that big white subscribe button while you're at it, because this podcast is growing pretty fast. We're now up to 65 subscribers, which is amazing. Did not expect that and heading into the new year, especially since I've only done this podcast for less than 4 months now. So thank you once again for those who are subscribing, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy this wonderful series. I have now made it official that all episodes of the PCBC are now on playlists, so you can also search it up. When you search me up, there should be a playlist available with all episodes in case if you missed any. And at the end of this video, I will have a there will automatically be a video that will send you to my previous episode on episode 12, which was posted 2 weeks ago on the 23rd of December. With that being said, Season 3, Episode 13, and the first episode of 2026 is officially underway. So let's start off with our athletes of the week from last week, which would have been the first set of games were coming back from the new year. Games that were played on Friday, January 2nd, and Saturday, January 3rd. So our athletes of the week, starting in the West Division, the athlete of the week goes to Jordan Buchanan out of Penn West, California. He's a guard and sophomore from Pensacola, Florida. Buchanan averaged 24 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal per game as California posted a pair of wins in the PSAC Conference crossover to start off the new year. He shot 57.1% from the floor, including 41% from a three-point range, while playing 34.5 minutes. He posted 26 points on 10 of 15 shooting and a 19-point win over East Stroudsburg last Friday. The Florida native also collected 6 rebounds and 6 assists in the win against East Stroudsburg, which had won the previous 6 meetings in the series. The following day, he recorded 22 points behind 6 three-pointers and added 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals in a 23-point win over Kutztown, extending his winning streak for the Vulcans to 8 games. The division athlete of the week goes to Evan Berger out of Penn West Edinboro, guard and sophomore from Jefferson Hills, just south of downtown Pittsburgh in the South Hills district. Berger averaged a double-double in a pair of Edinboro victories over Mansfield and Bloomsburg. He averaged the week finishing with 11 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and 1 block per game, while also chipping in 17 points per game offensively. In the win against Mansfield, he had 15 rebounds while dishing out 7 assists, 2 block shots, and 4 steals. Against Bloomsburg, he had 7 boards and a steal. The Eastern Division's absolute week goes to Ruben Rodriguez Jr. out of Westchester. He's a guard and junior from Reading, Pennsylvania. Ruben Rodriguez Jr. averaged 27.5 points per game over the final 2 crossover games of the season, including a career-high 30 points against IUP, leading them to their first road win over the previous ranked 25th ranked IUP Crimson Hawks, and their first road win in Indiana since 2015. Against IUP, he scored 30 points and matched Anthony McCall's 30 points last March for the most points in a single game over the last 2 years. The junior guard went 9 of 15 from the field, including 2 makes from beyond the arc, while also getting 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Additionally, he had 9 rebounds with 2 assists and came away with a steal in that road victory. And then against Seton Hill, he had 25 points on 10 of 13 shooting, 4 of 5 from three-point range, along with 6 rebounds. For the week, he shot 60% from three-point range and 67.8% from the field, including 77% in Saturday's effort. The junior enters PSAC East with playing with 199 points, averaging 16.6 points per game, and has scored in double figures in every game but one, which was the season opening loss to Fayetteville State. Eastern Division's Defensive Player of the Week is Marcus Frank out of Shippensburg. He's a guard and redshirt junior from Swickley, Pennsylvania. He averaged 23.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals in a pair of PSAC crossover contests at Gannon and Clarion. The redshirt junior contributed 20 first-half points and 26 total to help Shippensburg to their first PSAC conference win at Clarion last Saturday. He shot 12 of 22, or 55% from the field, contributing 7 rebounds and 3 steals with a block shot. The day before, he had 21 points on 9 of 14, or 64% shooting, recording 3 steals in a loss to Gannon. He posted double figures in every game this season and in 59 of his 68 career games at Shippensburg. It was his 3rd straight 20-point game and the 34th of his career. So congratulations to all 4 of those guys for being named the Athletes of the Week. Onward to our first set of games for the 2026 calendar year. We start off with Friday, and the first one we're going to is the UPJ Sports Center. Millersville at Pitt Johnstown. In the first half, Millersville outscored Pitt Johnstown 40-38. In the second half, Millersville outscored Pitt Johnstown 47-30. Millersville winning 87-68. For my player of the game for the Marauders, I'm going with Siraj Ali. In 35 minutes, he was 13 of 15 from the floor and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, and a steal for 26 points. Day Waters, in 36 minutes, had 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Amir Hurst, in 29 minutes, had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Caesar Shalombo had 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals in 26 minutes. In the first half, Millersville shot 61.5% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 71.4% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 65.5% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, and a perfect 100% from the free throw line, 7 out of 7. Overall, the Marauders of Millersville shot 63.6% from the floor, 27.8% from three-point range, and 85.7% from the free throw line. For Pitt Johnstown, my player of the game is Baden Forup. In 37 minutes, he was 9 of 16 from the floor and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals for 19 points. Jay Rose had 16 points, 3 rebounds, not minutes, 2 assists, and 2 steals in 31 minutes. And Adam Belinsky had 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and 5 steals in 37 minutes. Although no Vinny Cagini. This will be interesting. In the first half, Pitt Johnstown shot 55.6% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, and going 5 out of 5 from the free throw line at 100%. Second half, they shot 42.9% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 68.75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountain Cats of Pitt Johnstown shot 50% from the floor, 36.4% from three-point range, and 76.2% from the free throw line. Taking a look, I'm pretty sure I got that game correct. Yes, I did. This was not a good weekend in terms of how well I've done this year. I got 9 out of 16 games correct. So 5 out of 8 on games I got correct on Friday, and then only got half the games correct in Saturday's sample. We'll talk about it here in a minute. Game number 2. Oh, sorry, we're in the wrong. And it does it again. Game number 2, we traveled to the McKenna Center. Seton Hill taking on good old Kutztown. In the first half, Seton Hill outscored Kutztown 40-31. In the second half, Seton Hill outscored Kutztown 37-31. Seton Hill winning 77-62 over the Golden Bears. My player of the game for Kutztown easily is going to go to Jalen Bryant. 34 minutes, he was 9 of 19 from the floor, 1 of 8 from three-point range, and 6 out of 7 from the free throw line with 1 rebound, 3 assists for 25 points. Jordan Abisola had 12 points and 5 rebounds with 1 steal in 21 minutes. In the first half, Kutztown shot 41.4% from the floor, 23.1% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 48.2% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, and 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Bears of Kutztown shot 44.6% from the floor, 21.1% from three-point range, and 72.7% from the free throw line. There were 2 technical fouls that were assessed to Kutztown, one to Yamir Sotterfield, and the other one was to Jordan Abisola. For Seton Hill, my player of the game, I'm going to go with Rashad Williams. On 34 minutes off the bench, he was 7 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 7 from three-point range, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals for 20 points. Kendrick Curtis also had 20 points. He had 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and 3 steals in 31 minutes. Gabe Gillespie had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal in 22 minutes. And Adair Ortiz had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 steal in 34 minutes. In the first half, Seton Hill shot 47.1% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, and 85.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 48% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, 88.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Griffins of Seton Hill shot 47.5% from the floor, 30.4% from three-point range, and 87.5% from the free throw line. Next game. Also, that game I did get correct. Seton Hill and Kutztown did pick Seton Hill to win that game. I got that one correct. Unfortunately, the next game I did not get correct, and that is between East Stroudsburg and Penn West, California. This game was at the Convocation Center. In the first half, California outscored East Stroudsburg 48-36. Second half, California outscored East Stroudsburg 43-36. California winning 91-72 over the Warriors. East Stroudsburg continues to be ice cold in PSAC play. For the Warriors, my player of the game was Sincere Griffin. He was the only player for the Warriors who had double-digit points. In 17 minutes, he was 4-13 from the floor, 3-4 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds and 1 steal for 12 points. In the first half, East Stroudsburg shot 40% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 34.2% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. Overall, the Warriors of East Stroudsburg shot 36.8% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. For Penn West, California, my player of the game is the PSAC West Athlete of the Week, Jordan Buchanan. In 33 minutes, he was 10 of 15 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for 26 points. Bryson Lucas in 34 minutes had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. And Antoine Arnett in 35 minutes had 17 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. In the first half, Penn West, California shot 61.3% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 58.1% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 62.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Vulcans of Penn West, California shot 59.7% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, and 64.7% from the free throw line. Next game. Slippery Rock and Bloomsburg. I did get this game correct. I know that for a fact. In the first half, Slippery Rock outscored Bloomsburg 30-20. In the second half, Slippery Rock outscored Bloomsburg 42-34 as the Rock win by 18 points over Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg 72-54. This game was played at the Morrow Fieldhouse just down the road from where I am filming right now. For the Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg, my player of the game is George Sabatini. 30 minutes, he was 5 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals for 16 points. Reese Nagal in 33 minutes had 12 points, 1 rebound. In the first half, Bloomsburg shot 20% from the floor, 18.2% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line, 6 out of 6. Second half, they shot 43.3% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Huskies of the Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg shot 31.7% from the floor, 19% from three-point range, and 85.7% from the free throw line. For Slippery Rock, my player of the game is going to go to Dane Givner. 28 minutes, he was 6 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for 19 points. Shaikh Samora also had 19 points for the Rock. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 3 steals in 24 minutes. Kerwin Prince had a double-double in 24 minutes. He had 13 rebounds and 11 points in 24 minutes off the bench. In the first half, Slippery Rock shot 33.3% from the floor, 9.1% from three-point range, 90% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 55.2% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rock of Slippery Rock University shot 44.1% from the floor, 17.6% from three-point range, and 77.3% from the free throw line. And there was a technical foul that was assessed to Shaikh Samora. So far, so good. I got 3 out of the 4 games we've done so far. I got 3 out of 4 correct. Unfortunately, we get to the next one, IUP and Westchester. This is a game I got incorrect, as Westchester pulled off its first win in Indiana in almost 11 years. And this game, of course, was at the KCAC, home of the Crimson Hawks. In the first half, IUP outscored Westchester 45-42. In the second half, Westchester outscored IUP 46-38. Westchester hanging on to win 88-83. My player of the game for Westchester, no surprise, it's the PSAC East Athlete of the Week, Ruben Rodriguez Jr. In 34 minutes, he was 9 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, and 10 of 10 from the free throw line. 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 30 points. Anthony McCall in 31 minutes had 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals for 25 points, recording a double-double. Dylan Blair had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block in 29 minutes. And Gabe Moss had 10 points and 1 steal. In the first half, Westchester shot 55.2% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 51.9% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and 78.95% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Rams of Westchester shot 53.6% from the floor, 27.8% from three-point range, and 76.7% from the free throw line. For IUP, my player of the game goes to Dallas Dillard. In 21 minutes, he was 8 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 steals for 22 points. Kamani Marrero came off the bench, still played 32 minutes. He was out for the beginning of this game because he was battling the flu. 32 minutes off the bench, he was 3 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 6 from three-point range, 12 of 14 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals for 19 points. Christian Moore in 36 minutes was 5 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 2 steals for 13 points. Demir Brooks in 26 minutes was 3 of 6 from the floor and 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds and 2 steals for 11 points. Bautista Rodriguez in 25 minutes was 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 5 points. Ian Herring got his first career start because of Marrero having the flu. He did not start, so Herring took the start for his first career start. as a Crimson Hawk. In 17 minutes, he was 0 of 5 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 2 points. The remaining players off the bench: Luke Triggs in 14 minutes was 2 of 2 from the floor, and 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 block for 4 points. Sarkford Toon in 14 minutes was 1 of 1 from the floor and 2 of 2 from the free throw line, with 2 rebounds for 4 points. Tyler Grove in 15 minutes was 1 of 5 from the floor, which he was 1 of 5 from three-point range. He had 1 rebound for a total of 3 points. In the first half, IUP shot 53.6% from the floor, 44.4% from three-point range, and 84.6% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 37.5% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, and 72% from the free throw line. Overall, the Crimson Hawks of IUP shot 46.2% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, and 76.3% from the free throw line. Next game, Shepherd at Penwest Clarion. This was the last game I did not get correct from the Friday games. And this game was played at the Tippin Gymnasium in Clarion. In the first half, Shepherd outscored Clarion 35-29. In the second half, Clarion outscored Shepherd 48-45. Shepherd winning 80-77 over the Golden Eagles. My player of the game for Shepherd is Marcus Banks. In 35 minutes, he was 7 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 9 of 13 from the free throw line. One of two Rams have double-double. He had 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals for 26 points. Elaine Wardlaw off the bench in 29 minutes was 3 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists for 14 points. Brody Davis in 34 minutes had 3 rebounds and 1 steal for 12 points. In favor, Okigwe had 10 rebounds and a total of 11 points in 36 minutes. In the first half, Shepherd shot 46.7% from the floor, 38.5% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 47.8% from the floor, 57.1% from three-point range, and 73.1% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Shepherd shot 47.2% from the floor, 45% from three-point range, and 70% from the free throw line, with a pair of technical fouls that were assessed to Colby White and Brody Davis. For Penwest Clarion, all 5 of their players had double-digit points, but my top MVP of this game is Gavin Cote. In 32 minutes, he was 8 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 19 points. Trey Nelson in 36 minutes had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal for 13 points. Justice Easter in 32 minutes had 5 rebounds, 3 assists for 13 points. Kenyon Peebles had 7 rebounds and 3 steals for 11 points in 21 minutes. Jeremy Thomas II had a double-double in 21 minutes, had 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals for 10 points. In the first half, Penwest Clarion shot 32.4% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 48.7% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, and 72.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Eagles of Penwest Clarion shot 41.1% from the floor, 26.3% from three-point range, 70.6% from the free throw line, with a technical foul that was assessed to Kenyon Peebles. 2 more games to get through. We got Edinburgh, Penwest Edinburgh against Commonwealth University of Mansfield. Spoiler alert, Commonwealth University of Mansfield lost this game. Not a surprise, as I had Edinburgh winning this game. In the first half, Edinburgh outscored Mansfield 38-31. Second half, Edinburgh outscored Mansfield 54-37. As the Fighting Scots won 92-68 over the Mountaineers, with this game being played in the Macomb Fieldhouse. For Mansfield, my player of the game is Sterling Scott. In 32 minutes, he was 6 of 17 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals for 14 points. Joshua Franklin in 27 minutes had 12 points with 2 fouls. Dearmid Stewart off the bench in 27 minutes had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 11 points. And Jackson Henry in 28 minutes was had 4 rebounds and a total of 10 points. In the first half, Mansfield shot 41.4% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 43.8% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 63.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountaineers of the Commonwealth University in Mansfield shot 42.6% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 61.9% from the free throw line, with a technical foul that was assessed to the Mountaineers bench. For Penn West Edinburgh, my player of the game goes to Rowan Carmichael. In 31 minutes, he was 6 of 14 from the floor, 6 of 12 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, with 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 21 points. Bryce Baez and Evan Berger both had double-doubles for the Fighting Scots. Baez, in 25 minutes, had 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 18 points. Evan Berger, who was the PSAC West Defensive Athlete of the Week, had 17 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals in 35 minutes. And Ibrahim Abdulrahman Robinson, in 22 minutes on the bench, had 12 points, 7 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal. In the first half, Penn West Edinburgh shot 35.9% from the floor, 35% from three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 47.1% from the floor, 36.8% from three-point range, and 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Fighting Scots of Penn West Edinburgh shot 41.1% from the floor, 35.9% from three-point range, and 78.3% from the free throw line. And the last game from Friday, we go just 20 minutes north from the Macomb Fieldhouse to the Highmark Event Center, where the Gannon Golden Knights, who are ranked number 10 in the country, will surely probably move up inside the top 10 from their number 10 spot for the last 2 weeks, as they end up winning this game at the Macomb Fieldhouse. In the first half, Gannon outscored Shippensburg 37-32. The second half, Gannon outscored Shippensburg 43-26, as the Golden Knights get a 22-point win over the Raiders, 80-58. My player of the game is the PSAC East Defensive Athlete of the Week, Marcus Frank. 27 minutes, he was 9 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals for 21 points. Jaden Smith, in 30 minutes, had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal for 10 points. In the first half, Shippensburg shot 53.6% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, and 0% from the free throw line because they didn't take any free throws. Second half, they shot 40.8% from the floor, 10% from three-point range, and 37.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Raiders of Shippensburg shot 47.3% from the floor, 17.6% from three-point range, and 37.5% from the free throw line. For Gannon, my player of the game is Pace Prosser. He was terrible from three-point shooting yet again. 30 minutes, he was 7 of 17 from the floor, 1 of 8 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals for 17 points. Mackenzie Morgan, in 22 minutes, had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals for 13 points. Lucas Akasi, in 23 minutes on the bench, had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 13 points. Lane Sarver, in 26 minutes, had 4 rebounds, 1 block for 12 points. And Victor Desmond, in 28 minutes, had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and 2 steals for 11 points. In the first half, Gannon shot 40.6% from the floor, 35.3% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 40.5% from the floor, 15.4% from three-point range, 78.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Knights of Gannon shot 40.6% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, and 76.2% from the free throw line. So again, I got 5 out of 8 games correct from the Friday. We're going to stick with, let's go back south to Macomb Fieldhouse. As we're going to go south to Macomb, then go back north to Highmark. So we're going to go with Edinburgh and Bloomsburg as our first game from the Saturday games to recap. In the first half, Edinburgh outscored Bloomsburg 33-31. Second half, Edinburgh outscored Bloomsburg 48-40. As the Fighting Scots win 81-71 over the Huskies. For Bloomsburg, my player of the game goes to Reese Nagel. In 37 minutes, he was 11 of 20 from the floor, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block for 30 points. Zion Nichols, in 30 minutes, had 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 15 points. In the first half, Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg shot 30.8% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 81.25% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 56% from the floor, 75% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Huskies of the Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg shot 43.1% from the floor, 61.5% from three-point range, and 79.2% from the free throw line. With a technical foul, that was assessed to Courtney Davis. For Penn West Edinburgh, my player of the game yet again is Rowan Carmichael. 30 minutes, he was 7 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 block, and 4 steals for 23 points. Makai Reynolds in 35 minutes had 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for 19 points. Evan Berger played all 40 minutes, recording 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Bryce Bias in 28 minutes had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 11 points. In the first half, Penn West Edinburgh shot 34.3% from the floor, 35.3% from three-point range, and 42.9% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 56.5% from the floor, 44.4% from three-point range, 90% from the free throw line. Overall, the Fighting Scots of Penn West Edinburgh shot 43.1% from the floor, 38.5% from three-point range, and 77.8% from the free throw line. Going back up 20 minutes north from the Macomb Fieldhouse, playing a little pattern game here. Back to Gannon we go, as they hosted Commonwealth University of Lock Haven at the Highmark Event Center. In the first half, Gannon outscored Lock Haven 44-41. The second half, Gannon outscored Lock Haven 43-32. Gannon wins 87-73. For Lock Haven, my player of the game is Keith Warren. In 38 minutes, he was 7 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 9 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 25 points. Dylan Scott in 36 minutes had 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal for 14 points. Dean Coleman Newsom had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 13 points in 32 minutes. In the first half, Lock Haven shot 42.9% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, and 92.3% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 42.9% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bald Eagles of the Commonwealth University of Lock Haven shot 42.9% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 82.8% from the free throw line. For Gannon, my player of the game goes to Lucas Sakasi. I think that's the first time I've mentioned him as a player of the game. In 28 minutes off the bench, he was 7 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 6 from three-point range, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal for 19 points. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals for 20 points. Precious Idiaro in 28 minutes had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 19 points. And then Lucas Morgan had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 10 points. Pace Prosser had 9 points, shooting 2 of 10 from the floor and 0 of 6 from three-point range. Goodness gracious. 1 of 14 from three-point range this past weekend. He has got to be close to being under 20% from three-point range for the season. He has been terrible from three-point range. I have to look up the stats when I get the chance. Anyways, in the first half, Gannon shot 36.8% from the floor, 26.3% from three-point range, 84.6% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 39% from the floor, 15% from three-point range, and 88.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Knights of Gannon shot 38% from the floor, 20.5% from three-point range, and 86.4% from the free throw line, with a technical foul that was assessed to the bench of Gannon. So far, so good. I've got 2 out of 2 games correct. Unfortunately, the next game I am not going to get correct. That is Penn West Clarion against Shippensburg at the Tibbin Gymnasium. In the first half, Shippensburg outscored Clarion 47-45. In the second half, they outscored Clarion again 43-31, as Shippensburg won 90-86. My player of the game for Penn West, or not for Penn West Clarion, we're not there yet. My player of the game for Shippensburg is Jaden Smith. In 30 minutes, he was 8 of 12 from the floor, 6 of 6 from three-point range, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block for 27 points. Marcus Frank in 36 minutes had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 3 steals for 26 points. And Timmy Connor off the bench in 26 minutes had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 13 points. In the first half, Shippensburg shot 58.1% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 50% from the floor, 70% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Raiders of Shippensburg shot 54.1% from the floor, 57.1% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line, with a technical foul being assessed to Jackson Boone. For Penn West Clarion, my player of the game goes to Jeremy Thomas II, 34 minutes. He was 9 of 14 from the floor and 5 of 10 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals for 23 points. Justice Easter in 23 minutes has 2 rebounds, 1 assist for 16 points. Trey Nelson in 33 minutes had 5 assists for 13 points. And Gavin Cote in 29 minutes had 3 rebounds for 12 points. In the first half, Penn West Clarion shot 51.7% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, and 71.4% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 39.3% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, and 80.95% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Eagles of Penn West Clarion shot 45.6% from the floor, 31.8% from three-point range, and 77.1% from the free throw line. It's not too bad. Next game, did get correct. IUP hosting Millersville. Last time these two teams met, this was at the Pasilla Gymnasium right before the new year, last game of the 2024 calendar year, which IUP lost by 4 points and did not lead the entire game. Fortunately, that didn't happen this year. Good luck to IUP came to them this year. Also, this game was played in the KCAC. In the first half, IUP outscored Millersville 50-36. In the second half, Millersville outscored IUP 41-30, as the Crimson Hawks held on at the buzzer 80-77. My player of the game for Millersville, no surprise, Dave Waters. He was the number 1 scorer going into this for the Marauders going into this game, and he was their top scorer yet again in this performance. And he's, I believe, still number 2, only behind Marcus Frank in points per game. I'll have to look at that here in a moment once we get done with these games. Dave Waters played all 40 minutes, going 8 of 20 from the floor, 4 of 13 from three-point range, including the potential tying three-point shot that he missed at the buzzer that went in and out of the hoop, and went 5 of 7 from the free throw line with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks, and 1 steal for 25 points. Amir Hurst in 31 minutes had 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals for 13 points. In the first half, Millersville shot 44.4% from the floor, 53.9% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 50% from the floor, 18.2% from three-point range, and 86.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Marauders of Millersville shot 47.2% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, and 85.7% from the free throw line, with a technical foul that was assessed to Elenzar Matthew Spratley. For IUP, my player of the game goes to Dallas Dillard yet again. In 38 minutes, he was 5 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals for 18 points. Christian Moore in 31 minutes had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Kamani Marrero had 37 minutes, had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 13 points. Off the bench, Tyler Grove had 13 points in 13 minutes with 1 rebound and 1 steal. Demir Brooks had 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks, and 2 steals with 8 points, 29 minutes. Bautista Rodriguez in 27 minutes had 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block for 4 points. Luke Triggs in 11 minutes had 2 rebounds for 7 points. Surford Toon in 8 minutes went 0 of 1 from the floor. He had 0 points with 1 foul. And Ian Herring in 6 minutes had 3 rebounds for a total of 0 points. In the first half, IUP shot 54.8% from the floor, 61.5% from three-point range, and 88.9% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 25% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, and 88.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Crimson Hawks of IUP shot 41.8% from the floor, 43.5% from three-point range, and 88.9% from the free throw line. Yet again, the free throw wasn't for their free throw shooting performance that they had against Millersville. They probably lose this game and probably start their 5-game gauntlet going 0 for 2, because their next 3 games are Pitt, Johnstown, Slippery Rock, and Gannon. And that's a tough schedule. But we're so far 1 out of 2. So hopefully we can get out of that 5-game gauntlet with at least 3 out of 5 wins. But we'll have to wait and see. Next game. Just a minute now. Good thing I am editing this later. Good thing I am editing this when I get the chance. Okay. Next game. Penn West California at home against Kutztown Convocation Center. In the first half, Penn West California outscored Kutztown 48-35. In the second half, California outscored Kutztown 43-33 as the Vulcans win 91-68. Player of the game for Kutztown, I'm going to go with Jalen Bryant. Man, this was close. I will give credit to Mir Smotterfield. He put up pretty close numbers to Jalen Bryant. But Jalen Bryant, I'm going to go with player of the game. 33 minutes, he was 8 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for 20 points. Ymir Smotterfield, as I just mentioned, in 34 minutes, he had 1 rebound and 1 assist for 20 points. In the first half, Kutztown shot 43.3% from the floor, 63.6% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 43.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Bears of Kutztown shot 43.3% from the floor, 47.6% from three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line, with a technical foul being assessed to Jalen Bryant. For Penn West California, yet again, my player of the game is Jordan Buchanan. 36 minutes, he went 6 of 13 from the floor, which all of those field goal attempts were three-pointers. So 6 of 13 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for 22, and 2 steals for 22 points. Joshua Ray, in 24 minutes, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists for 13 points with 1 block. And then Keanu DeShields, in 17 minutes off the bench, had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 12 points. In the first half, Penn West California shot 51.5% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 40.5% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Vulcans of Penn West California shot 45.7% from the floor, 30.3% from three-point range, and 77.3% from the free throw line. Also got that game correct. That's the good news. So we got 4 out of the first 5 games correct. Unfortunately, the next 3 games I did not get correct. Starting off in my hometown, we start off the final 3 games that I did not get correct. The final 3 games to recap. Starting off here at in Slippery Rock at the Morrow Fieldhouse, East Stroudsburg and Slippery Rock. In the first half, East Stroudsburg outscored Slippery Rock 42-35. In the second half, East Stroudsburg outscored Slippery Rock 42-41, as the Warriors beat the Rock 84-76. My player of the game goes to Carson Howard for East Stroudsburg. In 25 minutes off the bench, he was 7 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 16 points. Ethan Maynard, in 20 minutes, had 2 rebounds and 4 steals for 11 points. And Adrian Brito, in 20 minutes, had 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, East Stroudsburg shot 51.9% from the floor, 36.4% from three-point range, and 83.3% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 46.7% from the floor, 18.2% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Warriors of East Stroudsburg shot 49.1% from the floor, 27.3% from three-point range, and 73.3% from the free throw line, with a technical foul being assessed to Nasir Griffin. For Slippery Rock, my player of the game goes to Sheikh Samora. In 29 minutes, He was 5 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal for 18 points. Elijah Hill in 31 minutes had double-double with 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 15 points. RJ Sledge in 31 minutes had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals for 14 points. Brady Mayo off the bench in 21 minutes. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 11 points. And Dame Givner in 25 minutes had 3 rebounds and 1 steal for 10 points. In the first half, Slippery Rock shot 41.4% from the floor, 33.3% three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 42.4% from the floor, 36.4% three-point range, and 64.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rock of SRU shot 41.9% from the floor, 35% three-point range, and 65.4% from the free throw line. Though I will say, for next week's game, if SRU does beat IUP, I will wear my SRU alumni hoodie. Just saying. Not trying to jinx anything, just saying, if that happens. In the unlikely event that would occur. Anyways, next game is the UPJ Sports Center, and that was Shepherd against Pitt Johnstown. Kind of a game I was surprised that Pitt Johnstown lost. And I'm going to say they're my biggest dud of the week. I mean, they went 0 for 2. I thought they were going to win at least one of those games. But anyways, in the first half, Shepherd outscored Pitt Johnstown 38-30. Second half, Pitt Johnstown outscored Shepherd 32-28. But unfortunately, it was not enough because Shepherd won 66-62 over Pitt Johnstown. My player of the game for Shepherd was Brody Davis. In 37 minutes, he was 7 of 10 from the floor, 5 of 7 from three-point range, with 3 rebounds, 3 rebounds and 19 points. Marcus Banks, close to a double-double. In 34 minutes, he had 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 15 points. And Elaine Wardlaw off the bench in 32 minutes had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal for 13 points. In the first half, Shepherd shot 53.3% from the floor, 44.4% three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 36% from the floor, 40% three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Shepherd shot 45.5% from the floor, 42.1% three-point range, and 57.1% from the free throw line. For Pitt Johnstown, yet again, my player of the game is Baden Forup. He had a double-double yet again. 37 minutes, going 13 of 20 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal for 28 points. Jay Rose had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 16 points in 31 minutes. And then Adam Malinsky in 32 minutes had 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks for 10 points. In the first half, Pitt Johnstown shot 44.4% from the floor, 0% three-point range, going of 3, 75% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 38.9% from the floor, 10% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line, going 3 out of 3. Overall, the Mountain Counts Pitt Johnstown shot 41.3% from the floor, 7.7% from three-point range, going 1 of 13 overall from three-point range, and 81.8% from the free throw line. And the final game for this episode, to recap, we go to the McKenna Center. Westchester and Seton Hill, terrific matchup between these two teams. And I will say I have to be surprised with Seton Hill so far this year. They have been terrific. In the first half, Seton Hill outscored Westchester 45-35. In the second half, Seton Hill outscored Westchester 52-48. As Seton Hill surprised me, winning 97-83 over Westchester. For the Golden Rams, my player of the game was Ruben Rodriguez Jr. again. In 31 minutes, he was 10 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 5 in three-point range, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds for 25 points. Jay Sean Williams, in 28 minutes off the bench, had 1 rebound, 5 assists for 16 points. In the first half, Westchester shot 40.6% from the floor, 30.8% three-point range, and 55.6% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 51.3% from the floor, 35.3% three-point range, and 33.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Rams of Westchester shot 46.5% from the floor, 33.3% three-point range, and 46.7% from the free throw line. For Seton Hill, my player of the game is Adair Ortiz in 32 minutes, going 9 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 3 steals for 25 points. Demetrios Skelaventius had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, and 4 steals for 21 points in 36 minutes. Kendrick Curtis had 16 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal in 32 minutes. Off the bench, Rashad Williams in 33 minutes had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 1 steal for 13 points. And Gabe Gillespie in 25 minutes had 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block for 11 points. In the first half, Seton Hill shot 68% from the floor, 50% three-point range, and 61.5% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 65.4% from the floor, 42.9% three-point range, and 68.2% from the free throw line. Overall, the Griffins of Seton Hill shot a very impressive 66.7% from the floor, 46.2% three-point range, and 65.7% free throw line, with a technical foul that was assessed to Rashad Williams. So, went 4 out of 8 games getting correct on Saturday. Like I said earlier, 9 out of 16 games overall in this episode. Now we get to the standings, and we'll go for my list. So originally for the preseason, I had as followed. We're going from the last place team to first place team. 8th place, we're going to the West first. 8th place, we had Clarion. 7th was Edinburgh. 6th was Seton Hill. 5th was Pitt Johnstown. 4th, I had California. 3rd, I had Slippery Rock. 2nd, I had IUP. And number 1, I had Gannon. In the East, 9th place, I had Bloomsburg. 8th place, I had Kutztown. 7th place, I had Mansfield. 6th place, Lock Haven. 5th place, Shippensburg. 4th place, Shepherd. 3rd place, Westchester. 2nd place, East Stroudsburg. And then number 1 was Millersville. Let's see how I did. Starting in the West, dead last with a record of 7-7, overall record of 7-7, and 2-4 record in conference play was Penn West Clarion. So with that, I mentioned from ASMR Clem, if I get a prediction correct on the dot, it's 3 points. So we're going to highlight that, and we're going to fill that in green. So I got that correct. Points earned, 3. Off to a good start. 7th place. This is where the PSEC West gets very, very bad. Very bad. 7th place, I had Penn West Edinburgh. Actually, in 7th place with a record of 9-5 and a 3-3 record in conference play is Pitt Johnstown. So, not even close. I was way off the board. So I got 0 points for that one. I had them 6th, which is 2 positions off. 6th place, I had Seton Hill. 6th place with a record of 7-5 in conference play, or 7-5 overall, and a 4-2 record in conference play is Penn West Edinburgh. So I was 1 spot off, so I'm going to get 1 point for that. 5th place, I had Pitt Johnstown. Obviously, they're in 7th. In 5th place is Slippery Rock. They have a record of 11-3 and a 4-2 record in conference play. So unfortunately, we were 2 spots off from that. So I'm going to get 0 points for that one, unfortunately. 4th place, I had Penn West California. That is actually IUP. They're 9-2 this season with a 5-1 record in conference play. Unfortunately, 2 spots off, 0 points awarded. 3rd place, one of 3 teams still undefeated in conference play. Believe it or not, it is actually not Gannon they have at number 1. They have Gannon at number 3. They have the best record in conference at 12-1, and they're 6-0 in conference play, but unfortunately, because they're in 3rd, I get no points. And I'm actually going to get 0 points for the remaining 2 spots. So I did terrible. I got 4 out of a possible 24 points. God, I hope that's better in the second half of the season. We'll actually do our predictions for the end of the season. We'll do that in the next episode because of time purposes. 2nd place is Penn West California. They are, I believe, 9-4 in regular season play. They are 6-0 in conference play. And the number 1 team, surprise, surprise, they're actually the most surprising team of the year so far. That is Seton Hill. Seton Hill's number 1 at 12-2 overall, and they are 6-0 in conference play, but they'll be facing California on Wednesday, which we'll talk about here momentarily. Going to the East, last place is Commonwealth University of Mansfield. Unfortunately, did not get that one correct because I had them at number 7, so 0 points awarded. 8th place, I had Kutztown. They are 7th. 8th place is Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg. They are terrible. Unfortunately, I know I have my doubts of who's going to probably finish last. But because I had them projected to finish dead last and they got 8th, I'm going to get a point because I'm 1 spot off. 7th place is Kutztown. So I'm going to get a point for that one as well because I had them 8th. They are number 7. So Mansfield, their record is 1-10, and they are 0-6 or 0-5 in conference play. Bloomsburg is 8th at 2-9 and 0-5 in conference play. Kutztown is 2-7 and they're 0-5 in conference play. So yeah, point for that one. 6th place, 1-4 in conference play, 6-6 overall is Shippensburg. I had them 5th, so I'm going to get a point because I was close on that one again. I'm going to be at least 1 point close on this one. I did better in the East yet again. For some stupid reason, I'm just good at picking East because the East is terrible this year compared to the West. 5th place is Commonwealth University of Lock Haven. Going to get a point for that one because I had them 6th. They are number 5. Come on. So yeah, I get another point for that one because I had them number 5. In 4th place is, I believe, East Stroudsburg. Yeah, they're 2-3 in conference play, 8-4 overall. I had them number 2. So unfortunately, we are going to get 0 points for that one because I was 2 positions off. 3rd place, I actually had correct. So Westchester, I had them in number 3. They are number 3. First one of 3 picks I got correct. Number 2 in the East right now would be Shepherd. And unfortunately, I had them number 4. So no points there. So 3 points for the Westchester pick at number 3. Westchester is 8-4 and 2-3 in conference play. Shepherd is 7-5 with a 3-2 record in conference play at number 2. And then number 1, I got correct, is Millersville. They are 8-4 overall, and they are 3-2 in conference play. So I got 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 10 points. 10 out of a possible 27 points. Still terrible. Like I said, I'll have this ready for the next episode. So yeah, I did terrible in the West. Not surprised. That's because the West is a bloodbath. So at the halfway point of the season in division play, I have got 117 out of a possible 158 games correct. Still 74%, not too bad. Let's get to the games for tomorrow, which starts division play. First game, we have Cheney at Kutztown. Cheney is 5-12. Most likely going to be 5-12, taking on 2-7 Kutztown. Pitt Johnstown 9-5 against IUP 9-2. We'll talk about the scouting report there in just a moment. That game. Westchester 8-4 traveling to Mansfield, who is 1-10. East Stroudsburg 8-4 versus Millersville 8-4. I'm going to have that as my game of the day. Good matchup between those two. Gannon probably going to be inside the top 10. They're 12-1, traveling 20 minutes south of Macomb Fieldhouse, take on Penn West Edinburgh. Slippery Rock traveling 45 minutes north to Clarion, take on Penn West Clarion at Tippett Gymnasium. SRE is 11-3, Clarion 7-7. Actually, correct. We're going to go with the matchup of the day is Seton Hill versus California. Seton Hill is 12-2, California is 9-4. Both teams are 6-0 in conference play, so after tomorrow there will be most likely 2 teams that are still undefeated in conference play. Shippensburg and Bloomsburg. Shippensburg 6-6, Bloomsburg's 2-9. And then Lock Haven at Shepherd. Lock Haven's 5-7, Shepherd is 7-5. On to the scouting report for IUP and Pitt Johnstown. All-time record, IUP has 1,519 wins, 796 losses, still 656 all-time winning percentage. Pitt Johnstown comes into this game 9-5 overall with a 3-3 record in conference play. They are 7th in the PSAC West. IUP is 9-2, 5-1 record in conference play. They're 4th in the West, right behind the big three teams that are still undefeated in conference play: Gannon, Gannon, California, and Seton Hill. But if with a win, they could be in the top 3 with a win. Last time this is the 69th all-time game between these two programs. IUP leads the all-time series 50-18. Last time these two teams met, if you go to between February 12th of 2025 and then the time of the game tomorrow, day of tomorrow, January 7th, that was 329 days ago. Pitt Johnstown won 79-74 at the UPJ Sports Center. The game is tomorrow, January 7th, 2026, 7:30 game at the KCAC in Indiana. The travel distance from UPJ Sports Center to KCAC is 35 miles or 56 kilometers, about a 55-minute drive. On to the 7 key elements of the Honorable Judge Noah's Fundamentals of Basketball. Points per game, point goes to IUP. They're 4th in the conference at 87.5 points per game. Pitt Johnstown's 7th at 83.9. Points per game allowed, IUP earns the point again. 71.5 points per game. They're number 2, only behind Penn West, California. Pitt Johnstown's 8th in the conference at 74.8 points per game, defensively allowed. Field goal percentage is an automatic winner. It's going to Pitt Johnstown. They're number 1 in the conference, and I believe they are number 1 in Division II in field goal percentage at 52.6%. IUP is 5th in the conference at 48.9%. 3-point field goal percentage, automatic winner. It's going to IUP. 38.8% from 3-point range. They're tied with Seton Hill in the conference. Pitt Johnstown's 9th at 34.3%. Free throw percentage, IUP wins this category. They are tied for 6th in the conference with Lockheed and Shepherd at 71.4%. Pitt Johnstown, below their normal standards. They were number 1 in the conference last year in free throw percentage. This year they're 12th at 69.7%. Rebounding, Pitt Johnstown earns the category point, 38.9 rebounds per game. They're 6th in the conference. IUP's 12th at 38.5.9. And then assist to turnover ratio, IUP wins this last category, 1.38 assists per turnover. That's 3rd in the conference. Pitt Johnstown's 10th at 1.01. So the advantage in terms of the key statistics, IUP won 5 out of 7 key elements. It's anyone's game with this one. It's going to be a good one for sure. Top 3 scorers for IUP. No changes needed. Again, wait, come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no changes needed. Number 1 scorer yet again, Dallas Dillard, averaging 19 points, 5.8 rebounds per game. He's shooting 45.3% from the floor and 37.7% from 3-point range. Second highest scorers, Christian Moore, averaging 14.7 points, 2.2 rebounds per game, shooting 48.2% from the floor and 41.8% from 3-point range. Third highest scorers, Kamani Marrero, averaging 14.6 points, 2.3 rebounds per game, shooting 45.4% from the floor and 41.2% from 3-point range. For Pitt Johnstown, their top 3 scorers, number 1 scorer, no surprise, is number 32. The 6'8" forward from Mansfield, Ohio, junior, Baden Forup, who is in the running for the PSAC West Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 17.4 points, 9.6 rebounds per game, shooting 61.5% from the floor, and he's 0 of 2 from 3-point range this season, 0%. The second highest scorer is number 1, a 6'5" guard / forward and sophomore from Berea, Kentucky. That is Jay Rose. He's averaging 16.6 points, 3.6 rebounds per game, shooting 53% from the floor and just under 40% from 3-point range at 39.7. And the third highest scoring player is my Italian boy, number 2. He's a 6'2" guard and junior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Vinny Cugini. He's averaging 13.5 points, 4.6 rebounds per game, shooting 49.3% from the field and 42.9% from 3-point range. The three keys of the game, UPJ. Number one, underwhelming freshman group for Pitt Johnstown, especially when we'll talk about the freshman of the year candidate that I picked early in the year. Their freshman group is kind of underwhelming. I mean, IUP's freshman group really not that great this year either, but, a lot of their talent comes from Baden Forup. We'll talk about here when we get to the last key. Point guard production is key for IUP. Again, they've done pretty well this season. Their top three scorers are Dillard, Marrero, and, Moore, all point guards. So they got to keep that up, especially with Jay Rose and Vicky Genie and Will Kromka also. Jay just stopped Forup from reaching a double-double. He's had too many of those this year, and IUP definitely has to maintain him. Demir Brooks has a big assignment coming up against a very, very good player in Baden Forup. So let's take a look at my picks and predictions for these games. Cheney at Kutztown, I'm going to go with the Golden Bears. Kutztown will win its third game of the season. Pitt Johnstown IUP, this is the first matchup, first of 14 games in the PSAC West for the Crimson Hawks. I think IUP wins this game pretty easily. Pitt Johnstown's going to make it close, but I think IUP has the advantage for sure. So give me IUP winning that game. Westchester and Mansfield, this is probably the easiest pick of the episode. Give me Westchester, that's going to be a win. I wouldn't be surprised I'd be shocked if they make this game close. East Stroudsburg and Millersville, kind of a tough game to pick. I'm going to go with Millersville because East Stroudsburg's been terrible this year in the PSAC. They're 2-4, which is kind of surprising because I'm pretty sure they only lost like 5 or 6 games last year in the conference. Gannon and Edinburgh. Could be a trap game, but I'm going to go with Gannon. It was very close last year until Ryan Ladzik unfortunately got a technical foul. He's actually playing for a pro team out of Jamestown, New York. Now they place their home games at the Macomb Fieldhouse in Edinburgh, so that's pretty cool. Slippery Rock and Clarion, and that's the thing with these PSAC West games. They're just so hard to predict because all 8 teams are actually not terrible. Even Clarion, who's dead last, is not like god-awful this year. And they already have 7 wins. And they're improving every year. So I'm going to go with Slippery Rock, but Clarion could make this a close one. Seton Hill in California. Man, I really want to pick Seton Hill in this game. Something tells me California is going to pull off this upset. Give me California to pull off the win. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Seton Hill wins. That's a close game. Shippensburg and Bloomsburg. Give me Shippensburg. And then Lock Haven versus Shepherd. Give me Shepherd. Last but not least, we're doing my projected PSAC award winners. So at the beginning of the year, I had, going to the West, freshman of the year, I had Marcel Finkley Jr. Terrible pick. He's only played 5 games and has scored 2.2 points per game. Athlete of the year was Kamani Marrero. Not a terrible choice, but he's probably not going to win the award. He's the 3rd highest scoring player on the team. Demir Brooks I had for Defensive Player of the Year. He's in that category right now, but I don't know if he's going to win it. He's got Baden Forup probably ahead of him, and maybe Mackenzie Morgan out of Gannon. We'll have to wait and see. And then Coach of the Year, Easton Mazzoli. I could see him winning this award again, but then again, Danny Sancombe and Ben Wilkins. Right now, I would say Ben Wilkins is probably winning this award right now, but we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see here. Where these teams fit in the conference. For the East, I have Adrian Brito, freshman of the year. That's a pretty good pick so far. I like it. Athlete of the year, another great pick, Marcus Frank. He's number 1 in the conference in scoring. Defensive player of the year, Siraj Ali. Not a terrible choice, but I think there's another option I could go with for the Defensive Player of the Year. And I do have a different player. And then Coach of the Year, I have Casey Stitzel of Millersville. I mean, they're number 1 in the conference right now in the East. So wouldn't be surprised there if he ends up winning that award. It's going to be close, in my opinion. My new predictions, mid-season. Freshman of the Year, it is a 2-man race. Rowan Carmichael of Edinburgh and Dane Gibner of Slippery Rock. If I had to pick right now, I'm going to go with Rowan Carmichael out of Edinburgh. He's top 5 in scoring. He's just outside top 5 in scoring overall in his freshman year. The freshman from Avonworth has been terrific for Penn West Edinburgh. So give me Rowan Carmichael in a very close win right now over Dane Givner. Athlete of the Year. I did have Marrero. I'm having his teammate, Dallas Dillard, winning this award. Pace Prosser's been terrible this year. And I'm sorry, if you have Pace Prosser winning, I'm sorry if you're an Erie follower watching this video. I'm just sorry. Pace Prosser has 0% chance of winning the Athlete of the Year award at this point in the year right now. Unless he turns the clock in the second half of the season, there is a 0% chance he's winning this award. If you look at his numbers this year, hold on a second. If you look at his numbers this year, they are terrible. Last season, he shot 47% from the floor and 42% three-point range. This year, he has shot 35.8% from the floor, so that's 12%, 11.5% worse from the field. Three-point field goal percentage is a complete joke. He's shooting under 22% from three-point range. The guy that beat him for the freshman of the year has shooting 19% better from three-point range this year. I don't know what happened to Pace Prosser, but man, he's been terrible from three-point range. He's right now from a 42% three-point shooter in his freshman year to his career average now is down to 35% because of that. He's 19 of 87 from three-point range. I mean, that's just terrible. I don't see Pace Prosser winning it. I'm going to go Dallas Dillard winning this award right now. Unless something crazy happens. Could see guys like Antoine Arnett, Bryson Lucas, Jordan Buchanan. I don't think Dane Givner would win it. Rowan Carmichael could possibly win it. Sneaky pick. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much who I'm thinking of right now. So he's number one. Baden Forup is in the running. Eder Ortiz, Kendrick Curtis. You can go with a lot of those guys for Athlete of the Year. I'm going with Dillard from IUP. Defensive Player of the Year, I think it's going to go to one of three players, and that's Demir Brooks, Baden Forup, or Bryson Lucas. I'm going to go with Baden Forup of Pitt Johnstown winning this award. Coach of the Year, right now, I'm going with Ben Wilkins of Seton Hill. He's been terrific. Seton Hill's 12-2. Can they keep it up in the second half, though? That's a question that a lot of people are going to be asking in Greensburg. East midseason picks, freshman of the year. I'm sticking with Adrian Brito. He's been terrific coming off the bench. I don't see why he wouldn't. It's his award to lose. Athlete of the year, I'm sticking with Marcus Frank. It's a two-man race. Marcus Frank and Day Waters are my two picks for the Athlete of the Year right now. You could say Jalen Bryant. He's third in scoring right now. Marcus Banks will have a chance to Raj Ali or big candidates. The Defensive Player of the Year award, man, it's close. Jordan Nicole-Abisolo, Cesar Shalombo, and Favor Okigwe are three of the top four rebounders in the PSAC in rebounding. I'm going to go with Cesar Shalombo of Millersville, but I could see Jordan Nicole-Abisolo end up winning this award. All three are very close. And then the Coach of the Year, I'm going to stick with Casey Sitzel of Millersville for PSAC East Coach of the Year. Right now, he's number one in the conference with Millersville. I still have them going number one in the East right now, but we'll have to wait and see. With that long episode out of the way, that will conclude Season 3, Episode 13 of PCBC. I will see you guys on Friday for Season 3, Episode 14. I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, saying so long and have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys on Friday. Till then.